headed to TEDx New York. Pretty excited about it. I'll be vlogging from the event. Let's see what it's all about.
Hi, we have your name? How's your morning? So Andrew, have a good day. Enjoy. Anyone got eyes on ears?
Spanglish bread. Search it bar.
Coffee bar, fruit, some waffles. Got a goodie bag. So before the event happened, they sent an email out saying that, hey, download this TED Connect app. It has all the information, the schedule, the speaker profiles. Then you can set up your own profile, upload your picture, contact information, all that. And you can ask me about the first selfie ever. I'm also passionate about faith, science, and photography. The cool thing is all the attendees are listed here and you can see their profiles. And so you can add them to your network. You don't just go to the event, but now you're part of a larger alumni. I just talked with a bunch of people. I'm not really a networker, so I'm gonna head into the theater.
Inspiration and for action. The more you enter into it, the more you'll take out. And now, on with the show.
Hello everyone, welcome to TEDx New York 2016.
So for today's theme, we have Down the Rabbit Hole.
And Ta-Nehisi said, take the thing you love and bend it toward justice.
Do you mind if I...
So this is usually very intimidating to me, networking in a room with a bunch of people I don't know. A friend of mine told me, all you need to do is go up to one person, get to know them. If you can do that, you've met your goal. There's a bunch of interesting minds here, so the conversation has been really good. We just had lunch, and met some really cool people. Glad I'm here. So a key is to look for somebody standing by themselves, and just go up to them, and they're usually more than happy to say hi. So let's go find somebody. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
What's your name?
Quadjo?
Quadjo.
Yes.
What has been one of your favorite things so far?
How diverse the crowd is.
What has been one of the things that stuck out to you from the speakers?
The one on Growing Old was unexpected, but really, really good.
Maria Alejandro, who works with senior citizens in Spanish Harlem. And one of the points she made was, when we turn 60, we can live another 40 years. Take care of yourself now. When you do live into your senior years, you can be healthy and not have to deal with, because 40 years is a long time. That's almost another 60 years. And then there were the people that I talked to in between the sessions. In order to be a part of the audience, you had to apply. One of the questions was, what would you like to talk about? What are you passionate about? And they printed that right on your name tag right here. So it was a great way to break the ice. If you walk up to people, you can ask them their name, and then you look down at their name tag. What should I ask you about?
What are people saying?
Well, I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing about this event so far?
I like meeting people. You know, I'm trying to branch out the people I hang out with, and so I think the coolest thing here is there's a bunch of people I've never really met before.
Any interesting people you met so far?
Yeah, there was a girl who was doing like a social impact blog and how technology is... What's your blog about?
What has been your favorite moment so far?
How to speak up when you feel like you can't, like when the guy referenced his father's quote. That was so moving. Mine was, ask me how to quit your job and pursue your dreams.
Okay.
Because I've done that, kind of.
Okay.
The talk on affordable housing and rent controls, I thought that was incredible. There was a comparison between New York and Toronto.
Yale Fox talks about renters are powerless. One of the points he made was, in the United States, people spend about 30% of their income on housing, but in New York City, people spend about 65%. I guess we're just used to it. 65% is pretty up there. 65%. 6-5. You just won't get it if you're not from the... But we save on transportation.
Asked me a little bit about hip-hop culture and its pervasiveness throughout not only the US, but also its spread across the world. My native Sri Lanka, where it's taken root, and you have this Sri Lankan rap scene that's coming up. That's something I'm very passionate about. I met a lady named Phoenix. Her exposure to TED as a first-timer, not knowing anything about it.
That's interesting because as big as TED is, there are still people who haven't heard about it.
Right.
And I think that encourages, even if somebody's already doing, don't let that stop you. There are still people that you can reach. One notable person I talked to was someone named Priya. She had a pretty cool project that she's started to read a book from every country in the world. 194 books, 95, and blog about it. That'd be a really cool project to get a global perspective. Check out this projector.
Jiggle, 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 ooh. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Follow me on Twitter.
There was a comedian, Joe Firestone, who was hilarious. She talked about everyone is terrible. It was very...
Now I want you to repeat after me. This time with force. Now a little flirty. Alright, the jig is up, okay? You aren't a good person, and you don't have to be all the time.
Can we have another round of applause for all of our speakers today?
Go drink, go party, go have fun.
We'll see you in 2017.
And it's over. Just like that.
It's over. It was great.
So that was TED Talk. It was really cool hearing all this. I'll have to go home and watch the talks again. So much to take in, but it was a lot of fun. We're back home? Yeah, TEDx was pretty cool. Everyone I met was open to connecting. I've always watched online, but because when you're actually there in person, there's a whole lot more that goes on. It was an all-day thing. The main sessions were from 10 a.m. to 5:30, and there were all kinds of presenters from political philosophers to data scientists, musicians, poets, and in between the sessions were 30-minute breaks, an hour and a half breaks for lunch. One common thing that I noticed about the people that I talked to is everyone was interested in somehow making the world a better place. I think that's pretty admirable. So Leslie reminded me that ideas are great, but useless without actions. One, my health. Don't forget to invest in your health. And another thing was Adam Galinsky's talk. He encouraged us to bring value to other people, and I think that's what I want to do with this channel. We weren't supposed to record in the theater because they had these big cameras recording the event. They didn't want another camera pop up in the audience. But I couldn't resist recording the sound of this duet. Kristen Lee and Matthew Lipman, it was just... So excuse the dramatic video of a bottle. I think I'll just let it play out from here.